is when CNH Hog Farms applied to FSA for their loan, my understanding is they performed an environmental impact statement. That statement was posted publicly for 15 days. So they would have had the opportunity to have seen that.
30 days.
Was it 30 days? Okay, it's 30 days then. So they would have had the opportunity to see that. That's not part of their permit though. That's just part of them, the requirements they have to go through to get their financing. Is when you apply for a loan for FSA for something like this, they have to do an environmental impact statement, do their own evaluation. That study is not part of their permit, and DEQ said that at the commission meeting. There were some statements made at the commission meeting that it was very surprising to some of the commissioners that somehow this just slipped by the environmental community and they weren't aware of it. Particularly if y'all seen how active they've been on coal-fired power plants in opposition to other things like that, you know, that seemed to be on their radar quite readily, but somehow, some way, this just kind of slipped past them. Whether it did or not, we don't know, but you know, some in the commission felt like it was not probable that that had happened, and for some reason they just weren't paying attention or just let it get by them. But they were doing their best to generate enough outrage after the fact to try and slow it down. There were some that called for a moratorium on any new hog farms. Don't believe that's an option, and don't believe ADEQ is even going to think about pursuing that. It's not something that they've done everything they were supposed to do according to the law. This is a legal permit, met all the requirements. As we said earlier, as I said earlier, agriculture has existed up here for generations. The water's still pristine, the watershed's still beautiful.
I'll disagree with you.
Okay. Then you have your right to that opinion as well.
The watershed is still good, but it is nothing compared to what it was before the park service come in here. The farmers took a lot better care of the buffalo than the park service ever had.
There you go.
I mean, I've drunk out of it before the park service comes. You think I drank out of it today? No. And I don't think you'll find anybody in this room that would argue with me.
But that goes right there to show you that the two can coexist. Agriculture and the environment.
Well, actually, we took better care of it.
Yeah.
They talked about it.
How do we keep a moratorium from being, I mean, because that commission can put one on. How
For
does
them?
us as a commission